Hello, everybody. Happy final day of virtual writing retreat. Just somebody please let me know that you can hear me because I'm not in my usual streaming space here. We're at our Airbnb in Paso Robles in California right now. So I have not been around much this weekend because I'm on West Coast time and we've been out like during the day. So I've been like, I've caught Jen sprints like every morning the last 3 mornings because that's been like 6 a.m. time here, which is the time that I am on my computer in the morning before we go out and start doing things. So, how has everybody's weekend been going? Anybody new here? Hello, my name is Fox. I am one of the admins here for Heartbreathing's writing community. And I was hoping to get some writing done, and it's just not worked out that way. But I'm gonna try to get some writing done on this sprint. Like I said, this is my first like a full sprint that I'm in on. We also just haven't had great desk space, which has not really helped me. Like for sitting outside and like journaling and writing by hand, that's been great. But like here, I'm sitting at like the kitchen island here, and it's like these stools. I don't know if you can see like that. And they are like just not the most comfortable. So it just made a sound. So not the most comfortable, but also just not great for sitting here. So I've not been doing much. So let's check in and see how everybody else has been doing. We are going to do, before I get too far into this, we're going to do 4 sprints today. We're going to do 25, 25, 25, and then 15 or 20, depending on how much we all chat. So make sure we get you into Rhiannon sprints because Rhiannon is closing out the weekend tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. here. Time zone math, man. I want it to be more like automatic, and it's just not. Jenna's here. Hello. Jenna just came over from her sprints. Waves, tags, like, grabs, link, initiates portal hop bridge sequence. So apparently that was still why you were still sprinting or finishing up sprinting. Carla's here. Hello. Hello. Crystal says, let's go. Yes, let's go. Let's do this. Let me actually write. Book Hugga says, hi. What do you want me to call you? I can call you by your screen name, or you can tell me what name you want to use. Here's Paige. Hello. Happy Sunday. Opening the tab so I don't miss the chatty bits. Has not done me a lick of good all day, but I'll keep trying. Listen, sometimes it's YouTube because I will have something open for that specific reason so I don't get distracted and miss a stream. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh. And it just doesn't like auto load. So hopefully it did so you're here. But if not, it's YouTube. YouTube is the problem, not you. Lainey says, hi, everyone. Still reading the draft, writing, editing notes. Still is a good word for that because that goes on and on. I get it. Halfrin is here. Okay, wait. So it's still the same time for you as it is when I normally sprint, but it's much earlier for me now because I'm 3 hours behind what I normally am. Oh, thanks, Anna, for saying you can hear me. Oh, yep. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate that. Hear you great. Oh, excellent. Thanks. Just have my regular like computer microphone, so I never know if that's good or not. There's Rita. Hello. Anna says hello. Aaliyah says, hey there, first sprinting. Oh, hi. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Yolanda says, on the West Coast too means I missed Inca and Kay this morning. Yeah. That on the East Coast I can do that time, but I've been getting up at like 5:30 West Coast time, which is like much later than I get up on the East Coast. But love your upbeat energy. Thanks. I'm anxious. No, that's true. That is, that's not, yes. All right, everybody, let's get us into our first stream here. So we got our little fox here, and let me share whoa. Okay. There's a new graphic at the top of my restream, and y'all know when something new happens, it just like, I don't know, shuts my brain down a little bit. So let's see if this works. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got more people. B says, hi, this is B from Hawaii. Okay, so B, what time is it in Hawaii? It's 4 p.m. here, and then you're like a couple hours behind us, right, on the West Coast? Laura says, just at dinner, about to print the series Bible character story sketch and outline that I finished. Awesome. Great work. Everybody's doing so great this weekend. And I have just been, I don't know, we have a cow in the yard. So I've been like feeding the cow carrots. I've been petting dogs. Like I was in a pool for a while. It's been good stuff, but it hasn't been writing stuff. So let's get into our first 25 minutes. I'm going to start our timer here, and I will see you all on the other side. All right, everybody, welcome back from the first sprint. How did you do on that one? Did you get anything done? I am working on my note cards. I don't know. Why did that zoom me in? We don't need to see Fox in high def. Hello. Um, I thought this was going to be like really helpful, and maybe it will. But right now, it's just I'm dragging my feet on it, and I know that. And so what I'm doing is I'm making note cards. So I have Will is pink, and they're on the couch over there. Because as I said, I can't sit at this at this counter here because the stools are like super uncomfortable. Um, anyway, so I have pink for Will and I have orange for Ambrose. So I'm doing like each card is whatever chapter point of view it is. But then I'm just doing like the brief overview of what happens in that chapter. On the back of this, I'm putting like my notes about the magic, the lore, foreshadowing stuff, like their little special. They each have like a special thing that ties them to the past. They don't know ties them to the past. So I'm like making notes about when these things get noticed so that I make sure that like some things I came up with like later in the story, or, months down the line when I was working on it. And I don't want them to just pop up and be like, well, it's page 82 and you've never noticed this thing that's supposedly so important to her. So I'm doing that. And then I have another one that's like character notes, which is the yellow card here. And that is like something that you learn about their personality or their behavior or the way that their brain works, or the way that that is changing or shifting in that chapter. So it has taken me so long because especially right now I'm in that section where it's like a lot has to change in this like 3 or 4 chapter section. So I'm just like dragging my feet, and I know it's going to be good because my vision of this is I have a little folder for that these slide into, and then what I can do is be like, okay, these chapters that I wrote later that have to go in somewhere, I can be like, do, and just like visually move them around to get them into the right order. That's the plan, but I don't know. Oh wait, why is this? There we go. That's supposed to be playing. Okay. So anyway, that's what we're working on right now. So I did get through the next one of these, which is like a big chapter where a lot happened. So let's see where we left off and see how you all did. So B says 1 p.m. Okay, so 4 p.m. West Coast, which is 7 p.m. East Coast, is 1 p.m. Hawaii. So it's like 3 hours and then 3 hours. Cool. Lysanda Moore says, greetings. Hello, welcome. Did I pronounce your name right, Lysanda or Lysanda? Just let me know so that I make sure I am saying it right. Sarah's here, says, I made it. Oh, goodness, hold on. My little fox is like blocking the... Let's put that on a loop. There we go. The little thing to show the fox saying chat break is like taking up my whole screen. We got this though. Sarah says, made it. It took a while. Ready to get back to work. Have to clean this sprint and probably the next. You think your home blew up? It's crazy the mess from one day with laundry and shopping. Oh, girl, I feel that. Like, I feel that in my soul. It doesn't take much. It's like we clean the house and the next day it's like, who closed here last night? And yeah, it gets bad fast. Jenna says, did some chores between editing. Awesome. Happens reading tonight like every other night. That's like a great habit though. I love that for you, that you have your little like before bed read instead of just staring at the horrors on your phone, which is what I am in a cycle of doing, unfortunately. How'd you do the circle? Look, girl, I don't know. I just pressed a button and it happened. It was an option. It was like this or this or this or circle. And I was like, let's try the circle. But now my face is so big. Hello. Carla said, finished another chapter. Gonna turn in, was up before the sun rose. Oh yeah, I saw your picture somewhere in the Facebook, one of the Facebook groups. That's awesome. Carla was doing, it's a military war reenactment, I believe. If I'm wrong, just correct me. Lucinda said, wrote a little over 100 words of a new scene. Great job, awesome. Okay, RB, do I know your name? And I just forgot it because my brain is not braining. Love the fuchsia. Thanks. I love my like little 80s theme because I'm a 80s person. Aw, Carla says, thanks for the sprints. You are welcome, my friend. Crystal says, just submitted client edits, must celebrate. Yeah, working around the clock. That is quite a celebration. And normally I have Swordfish or Luke or one of my little creatures, and I forgot them both. They were going to come with me to help me write. So I got nothing for you. I have like, I don't know. I have I'm sitting in the kitchen. I have the spoon of proudness that I'm proud of you for doing a great job. That's all we got tonight. I'm sorry. Working with it's like an improv show here. Act two is cue cards and photo albums until the time hop. Yes, yeah. It is like it's a struggle. So I better hustle here. Oh, look, my mother has come in. Hello, Mama. I'm writing group Zoom once a week. One of the ladies likes the summaries of the type. Oh, the 9 Enneagram type descriptions. Oh, yeah. Go Enneagrams. Am I pronouncing them right? Are very big in the planner community. Everybody is really that's a big thing. Enneagrams, and then the like, are you an obliger, a rebel, whatever? I can't remember what that one is. Those are the two big things. Oh, thanks. The color index cards. I bought them in the dark on my writing retreat back in November, I think, or no, it was February. And they looked much duller than this. And when I got them home into like real lighting, I was like, they're neon. So it's a little bit of a struggle, but okay. I don't remember which one I said first, Lasanda. Okay, I will get it. All right. I'm going to put a pin in it here because I will chat all night and we do have somebody after me. So I have to be cognizant of that. I'm used to being the last one of the night. So let's get our next sprint up and going here. Let's get our little guy here. All right. And y'all know the story that if I crash a screen, then we come back. We just come right back to it. Okay. Share our timer. Timer is on for 25 minutes. Go. Don't you love when you get to hear me thinking out loud? Okay. Timer is going 25 minutes. I will see you back here. Go after your dreams and your goals. And I love you. And I'm proud of you. All right, we are back from sprint number 2. We have one more, no, 2 more sprints to go, one more 25-minute sprint. And then we will go into the shorter sprints so we get you over to Rhiannon on time. So, how did everybody do on that one? I got through most, I cannot like sit on this chair. I got through most of the next chapter on my note cards. It's just like these chapters, there's a lot going on. They're like longer chapters, like because there's a lot of action happening that just moves the plot forward. And but this chapter was like one of my favorite scenes with my little favorite himbo character, Gus. He's very sweet and wholesome. He's says dude and bro all the time, but he's got his heart in the right place and he has big emotions. And I like love him. I love writing his scenes. I just like want to protect him like he's a real person. So let's see how everybody did on that one. Let's see, where did we leave off here? All right. Laura says, had to change the ink cartridges, but printing has commenced. Up next, more words. You got this. Well, thanks, Sarah. I used the smaller face box this time. Oh my goodness, B, I'm so sorry. Yes, I knew you were B from previously, and I just didn't put your screen name with your name. Sorry. Okay. Thank you for the spoon. You're welcome. Listen, it's just, we're just doing our best here. We're doing our best. Oh, Sarah says she uses astrology for character development. That's awesome. Yeah. I just am like, are you a cute himbo or are you somebody who's just cynical and bored with the world and you have to have a big character arc? These are how I do my character development. Paige says, see, it happened again. I was here, but still miss. Yeah, that YouTube is, I don't know why it's not auto loading. Even if I press notify me, even if I have it open in the tab, like it's not. And yesterday or this morning, I can't remember, one of these days I was trying to get on. Oh, it must have been this morning. I was trying to get on Sarah Brody's sprints. And I kept hitting refresh and refresh and refresh and refresh. And I could see people in the chat. So I knew that she was already sprinting and it just wouldn't work. Oh, have a lot of tabs open. Maybe put y'all on your own screen. That will try that with resprints right now. Nice. Yeah, the tabs. Don't tell Mel you have those tabs open. We need them to just be able to sleep easy. Okay. Those of us who are in the many tab club. You say you usually get up at 6 a.m. Eastern looking for sprint friends to exercise with extra early. Yeah, I do, especially like on work days. I try to get up between 5:30 and 6 because then that gives me like 2 hours in the morning to do my journaling, my planning, whatever. So if you like to get up at 6 a.m. Eastern, Sarah D sprints several days a week at 6 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, there are those of us. I will get up and then I'll be like, oh, I forgot now there's sprints in the morning. I'm not in the habit yet. Watch the chatty bits before getting to the writing. Working on book 3 and goal is to feel done enough on the beats for book 3 and book 4 to start. Wow, that is great progress. Awesome. Rita said time for supper. Should be back before I'm done, but if not, see you next time. Swear these short sprints made me realize how fast half an hour goes and how fleeting time is. Yes. Oh, doggo headed out for potty time. The way home is on soon. Oh, sorry. Rhiannon and I have 5,000 words to edit for my 40,000 word goal this weekend. That's awesome. That's like the home stretch. That's like, okay, we can't do a spoon. We can do a spatch. It's a spatch. It's a spatch of good job. It's a spatch of I'm proud of you. Be like Airbnb host is going to be watching this. Like they were using my kitchen utensils on their streams. Crystal's making dinner. Get the protect the character. Yes. Like Gus is like such a sweetie. Like he's very much like a himbo, but he has like very big emotions and he like loves with his whole heart and he's just very wholesome. And I just want to protect him because he doesn't have the street smarts to put up a wall like some of the other characters do. So his growth is stay awesome. And their growth is learn to be more like us. That's the end result there. Jenna is editing. B said, edited 4 scenes and heading out. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Here's Sarah. Okay. She said Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 6 a.m. So there you go. We got an early sprinter on the East Coast. All right, I'm going to put the pin in where we are right now, and I'm going to pull up the sprint screen again. And who do we do this one? We're on this one this time. Bring back our little fox. Okay, so this is the last 25-minute one, and then there will be a shorter one depending on how long I run my mouth. You know how that goes. It seems if I do a timer when we're talking for the 5 minutes, then that is a thing that like crashes my stream. It can't have two screens that it's sharing. So I try to do I try to I try to like just keep an eye on the time and anyway, see you back in 25 minutes. You got this. Okay, everybody, welcome back. That was the end of our third sprint. How did everybody do? What'd you get done on that sprint? I I got chapter 14. No, 14? Yes, chapter 14 written out on my note card, and it is the chapter where I have the most notes that say WTF and where is this scene and did you forget to write this? And it's a hot mess. So it's only 4 pages long because I think I like wrote it knowing like I had to do more later, and I just did it as a transition. So yeah, so that's going to be a lot of work when we get back into it. But now I'm like, okay, I'm getting there. I'm remembering how this works. I have to remind myself that the reward is that I will actually get to like write new material, move things around, and actually like go through and do edits and not just be transcribing my scenes. I think part of it is like I have a hard time getting things like summarizing things. So I just am like, it's hard for me to narrow it down and summarize. So that's part of my brain block there. So let's see, how did everybody do? Let me get into the comments here. Okay, I have a blanket on now because it is freezing in here. I don't know why. We can't figure out how to get the AC like off in the upstairs portion. We're staying like in a loft. So upstairs is like the kitchen and the living room here, and then downstairs is like the bedroom, and then there's the patio in the back. And it's like comfort temperature downstairs. Up here, we can't get the power went out last night, and ever since then, we can't get the AC to turn off. It's great stuff. Okay, Paige says, love hearing about our different brains when we think how different our brains are when we think about our cards when we plot. Yeah, everybody has their own like little method. It's very fun to hear everybody's methods. And see, who closed here last night? Yeah. That's what I say. Like when I leave a mess for myself at work, I come in the next day and I'm like, who closed here? And the answer is me. Yeah. Realize you're probably a sprint behind because you watched the chatty bits and forgot to skip ahead to the live. That's okay. That's okay. Hour late. Dispatch. Yes. We have no cute stuffed animals up here, so we just have kitchen utensils today. Lysandra said, got 30 words and some dinner. Awesome. This is like the dinner sprint. Everybody was like, I'm headed out to dinner. I'm going to go make food. Sarah said, read 2,400 words approximately. I think this chapter can go. It was transition and not needed. See, that's where I am with this chapter that I like. It's important. Something important can happen in this chapter, but I chose to just make it a nothing chapter to get to the next chapter. So yeah, I'm very proud of you for saying that this chapter can go. To do everything at once and then think it will go faster than it does. My time management is just it's not managing anybody's time. So yeah, I get that. All right, let me get us the link here for Rhiannon's sprints coming up, and then she's our last sprint for virtual writing retreat. Oh my gosh, you all made it. Oh, that's right. I wanted to do one other thing. I wrote this morning some affirmations for like end of a long weekend of writing. And, you know, the emotional ups and downs, the emotional roller coaster of a long weekend of creative work. So let me like 6 p.m. Rhiannon never sprints at 6 p.m. It's because I'm on the West Coast right now. Okay. 4:21. I got this. Okay. I got Rhiannon's sprint. So stream the link to Rhiannon's stream for her sprints. Let me put that in here so that y'all can see that. She'll be starting right after me. And then I just want to take a minute, if y'all are still here, just take a little break before we go into our next batch of the final 15. I think we'll do 15 minutes should be good. And let's do, where did I put them? I like texted them to the husband this morning and I was like, remind me that I've written these affirmations. Okay. So it's the end of the weekend of virtual writing retreat. You have one more sprint with me. I'm going to hand you off for 2 hours of sprints with Rhiannon to close everything out. You did an awesome job. I just want you to think to yourself, the world needs my story. Tell yourself, I've done so much this weekend to move towards my goals. Say to yourself, my readers can't wait to meet their new best friends who happen to be my characters. Remind yourself that I am worthy and deserving of success in my writing, my art, my craft. Tell yourself that you are proud. I am proud of where I am and how far I've come. And finally, just let yourself know, in case you forgot, I have an important story to tell and I deserve to have it heard. I just was thinking about affirmations because sometimes, especially when you've been working all weekend and then you feel these like, I haven't done enough, or I thought I was going to get further ahead than I did and I didn't, or I saw somebody else wrote 50K this weekend and I didn't write that much. And there's so many times when you're doing like a long marathon of writing or work or creative, work of some any kind, that you can get in your head and get in your own way like that. And I just want you to all remember that you are worthy. We all need to hear your story. We all want to hear your story. We all want to meet your characters. We can't wait to meet them. And you belong here and you deserve this. So that's my little affirmations that I wrote for the week for you guys. And so let's get into our final. Oh no. Let's see if Fox can break the internet before we go. Okay, we're gonna do 15 minutes for our final sprint here. Let's get our little Fox up here. And well, things are loading slowly. I was doing like speed checks on my internet here. I was like, please, I've like had to move my computer to sit in the right place. Like, we're a whole thing. So we have 15 minutes. It's our final sprint with me tonight. So go after your dreams and your goals, or take a break, or eat some dinner, or just pet a dog. You got this. I will see you in 15 minutes. All right, everybody, that's it for me today. How did everybody do on those last sprints? I admittedly did not really do anything because 15 minutes is like not enough time for my brain to get on track. So, but I wanted to make sure we get over to Rhiannon on time. So lots of people said they liked the affirmations. So thanks for letting me know. And yes, okay, Sarah's got a good point here. The hangover tomorrow. So remind yourself, if you've been on virtual writing retreat this weekend, you have been up to 3 days in a row, like all day doing stuff. And tomorrow, you're going to need to rest. So hydrate, get some sleep, plan a little present for yourself, get yourself a little treat because you deserve a little treat every day. But like tomorrow, it's extra important. And if you feel weird and off and that like unsettled feeling and you're like, well, I should be proud of myself. I just had a great weekend. I just got all this stuff done. Look how many words I wrote. Look how much I edited. Why don't I feel happy and proud? That's normal. It's called post-marathon blues, okay? As a marathon runner, like it's normal. And it's helpful to have somebody in your life that you can be like, hey, why do I feel like crap today? And they'll be like, because you just did a badass thing the day before and now you're feeling tired about it and your brain is fighting with itself. So remind yourself tomorrow, you did awesome this weekend, no matter how much you got done or didn't get done, or you showed up, and that's what counts. And I love you all. So let's get everybody on over to Rhiannon's sprints. Finish out the weekend strong there. Oh, thanks for all these nice comments, everybody. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you. I love you. Thanks for being here. A lot of you first timers too. Come back. Oh, I sprint every Sunday from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Eastern, except for next Sunday. We'll be on a plane at that time, so I won't be sprinting, but I will be back the following Sunday on May 3rd. Oh, May 3rd. I may pop up at some point during the week on the 29th, 30th, or 1st. I don't know yet. Oh, and then the 2nd is going to be our virtual double down day. So I'll definitely see y'all then. But yes, head on over to Rhiannon's Sprints, finish strong for the weekend. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching and being here. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I will see you in my next